Alright folks, and welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Donfather and this is #AFL Couch Chat. I'm here with my predictions for Elimination Final. This is Finals Week 1. First game up's coming on the Thursday, the 5th of September 2019. It's at the Optus Stadium. We're out in Perth. It's the West Coast Eagles versus Essendon. I think this is probably, out of all of them, possibly going to be the easier one to predict. I know anything can happen in finals footy, knockout footy, knockout sport in general. If you get up for it on the day, put everything into it, you can get the result. It's this time, it's no longer league football, it's knockout football. Give it everything you've got and let's see what happens. But all that being said, I still think not only down to the fact that West Coast Eagles are at home. So obviously their home tie, but I just don't believe Essendon have the quality to do the job. Exactly, I was talking to the friend of the channel before listening. He's saying they're hurrying players back, they're not fully fit. He's wondering how fit they're possibly going to be here for tomorrow. And that's not a good thing really, is it, if you think of it? It's not a good position to be in. You would want all your better players fit and ready to go, raring to go. And I just think West Coast Eagles possess so much quality. If you look at the All-Australian squad, West Coast Eagles make out of all the clubs in it, the most players, I think, don't they, that got into that squad. So West Coast Eagles certainly have the more quality from front to back. And I just think, with the experience as well, being reigning premiers, this is sort of their territory now. We're at the business end. It's time to get the job done. They have an abundance, as I say, experience at this stage, and I think they're going to get the job done. So Thursday, at the Optus Stadium, West Coast Eagles win. Okay, on a Friday, the 6th of September 2019, the next day, the home game for Geelong at the MCG. Geelong versus Collingwood. Geelong obviously finished in top spot going into finals footy, but that doesn't matter anymore. If you're going by form leading up to the finals, Collingwood had that in their favour. Yes, I think, again, this was pointed out to me, Collingwood are trying to get some players back to full fitness. It's maybe not ideal going into it. Geelong had a good win just before finals footy, but I know we don't want to bring form up before this, but you've certainly got to look at it in terms of the way Geelong were playing. They were really all over the place. It wasn't great stuff to watch. If you were a Geelong fan going into this, you would like to have had Collingwood's form with the 4 straight wins coming into this, rather than win-loss, all over the place. I know, as I said, we're going to keep going back to the point, anything can happen in knockout footy, but it's certainly going to be a psychological thing, I think, with the supporters anyway. I hope for the players' sake it's not. They should back themselves and believe in themselves. They've got enough quality in their squad as well, Geelong, to go and win this. It is at the MCG. As I said, Collingwood do have that form before finals footy. Do you know something? I can't see past the fact that it's at the MCG and the form. I'm going with Collingwood win, regardless. This is Geelong's home tie at the MCG. They've got every right to be annoyed about this. As a neutral, I can honestly make a comment on this. I'm not going to get drawn at the Chris Scott comments too much, but West Coast Eagles, Optus Stadium, Giants Stadium, Brisbane at the Gabba, Geelong at the MCG in Melbourne. They've got every right to be aggravated by this. I certainly feel that this favours Collingwood going into this. It would have been different if it was possibly the West Coast Eagles or the Giants playing Geelong at the MCG. Maybe you could say, well, do you know what? We're getting maximum crowd in the MCG backing us. But when you talk about being familiar with the surroundings, Collingwood are more familiar with the surroundings of the MCG than Geelong. Having said that though, Geelong are one of those teams that have got the experience of this type of footy, finals footy. They know what they're doing. They've been and done it over the last 20 years. They've got to this stage before. It's not new, uncharted waters for them. And as I say, they've got experience. They've got players there, old stages that have been and done it. And they've no excuse, really. Do you know what? Give it everything you've got. Make your fans proud and get the job done. All that being said, my predictions now. This is a prediction show. I feel Collingwood are going to do it. Collingwood win. So on to Saturday then. We've got 2 games on the Saturday to finish off Eliminations final week 1. First up, it's the Giants, the GWS Giants versus the Western Bulldogs at the Giants Stadium. Home advantage for the Giants. I don't care. I think the Giants, yes, in terms of how many wins they put in the last 5 before the ladder was finished. 3 out of 5. Bulldogs were 4 out of 5. Got themselves into 7th spot, the Bulldogs. But going back to when these 2 teams last met, they absolutely battered the Giants, the Bulldogs, and it wasn't that long ago. So you've got to think, how much positive can the Bulldogs take, and how much would that psychologically, is there a score to settle now if you're a Giants player? Get them back. It wasn't just a defeat though, a close fought defeat. It wasn't down to an umpiring decision. It wasn't down to a one split thing. They could have done better. They were absolutely battered by the Bulldogs, and I feel the momentum now is with the Bulldogs. No matter where they play this game, I feel the Bulldogs are going to do it. Bulldogs win. I can't see past it. But then again, the Giants do have a lot of quality in their squad as well. They've got the Coleman medalist Cameron up top as well. So you can't rule them out. You can't rule this team out of doing something special as well. That's what makes this so exciting this weekend. Or this week, sorry. Not just the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But definitely looking forward. Never experienced finals footy, as I've already mentioned several times now. But predictions... Western Bulldogs win. So on to the last game now of week 1's finals. Probably the hardest one to predict. Brisbane Lions versus Richmond Tigers at the Gabba. Is a Brisbane home tie. They finished 2nd. Richmond finished 3rd. You could argue that these 2 are currently the best 2 teams in the AFL. Going by the form before they met each other in the last week, round 23, and the ladder. Of course, Richmond came out on top. I think, if I'm being brutally honest, and I do feel that home advantage will certainly spur on the Brisbane Lions players. The Lions, they'll be fired up. The atmosphere at the Gabba is going to be absolutely electric. The stadium's going to be rocking. They're going to be bowing for blood. They'll want to settle a score with Richmond as well. But if it comes down to the last quarter, which I think it will, nobody's going to run away with anything here. This is going to be a close-fought match. It's not going to be a one-sided affair by any team. I just feel when it gets down to that last quarter, the quality throughout the Tigers team, the squad, their style of footy, the way they play, if it's a wet day, I don't know what it's going to be like, the weather, that'll suit the handballing game of Richmond. They just have the experience at this stage of the tournament, and this is why I'm predicting an away win, a Richmond Tigers win. All these factors. I wouldn't be surprised, however, if the Lions won. But again, it comes down to the same thing. Geelong, wouldn't be surprised if they won. Wouldn't be surprised if the Giants won. And the Lions, I would, however, be surprised if Essendon won. I really don't think they'll do it. So those 3 games are tight, to tell you the truth. I have to pick a winner, and I've went for 3 away wins there. On Friday and Saturday, and it's down to the way they finished in the ladder. And I appreciate everyone says, and I've been saying several times now, this is knockout footy. Stand up and be counted. Win this game, and into the next round, see how you go from there. But that's my predictions anyway. So to recap, my winners. West Coast Eagles, Collingwood, Western Bulldogs, and the Richmond Tigers. Really looking forward to it. I don't know how much of the game I'll see tomorrow between the West Coast Eagles and Essendon. By the time I finish my work, I might catch some of the second half. So if I do that, I'm really excited to see how this one pans out. Of course, the way I'll run through it, I suppose I'll do my live stream on Sunday because I'm going to be quite busy on Saturday. So I'll do my live stream on Sunday as usual and run through the footy. And we'll talk about how they'll play each other from there on. You want to say hello? We're talking. I'm going to finish the video up and then we'll find your shoes. Where's my shoes? I don't know where your shoes are. They're not my shoes, but we'll have a look for them after this. So as I say, I'll do the full weekend's recap. Elimination finals week 1 on Sunday. Live stream. Do tune into that. That should be good fun. And I'll also explain how they're then going to pair up in the next round. Okay. So definitely tune in for that one. It's going to be exciting. I'm really getting the excitement building now. I usually do this on a Thursday. My predictions, of course, would be a Thursday game to start the week as today. So, as I say, if you're watching the game live tomorrow, I hope you enjoy it. And indeed, all the weekend's footy. I can't bloody wait for this. This is us getting into business turf territory now. Really exciting stuff. But before I go, I just want to remind you, subscribe to the channel and put the notifications bell on as well so you don't miss our videos, and share any of our videos with your friend to help the channel grow in Australia. If any of your friends might want to see a Scottish person giving a different opinion and perspective on things, and indeed a neutral one, share the videos with your friends. That would be greatly appreciated. Check out all of our social media platforms, which will be in the description section below. And if you want to become a patron, you can check that out as well. It's patreon.com. That's in the description section below. And also the merchandise. This is one of my hoodies with the TDC logo, the Don's channel. If you want to buy any merchandise or anything like that, comments in the section below, or message me through social media about prices and delivery costs, etc. That would be greatly appreciated too. But anyway, the most important thing to take away from this video is finals week. It's here. Come on. Can't wait. Thanks very much. I am the Donfather. Peace everyone and have a great weekend. See you later.